Factors that affect climate in Buenos Aires. One of them is latitude. Latitude affects climate because places closer to the equator receive direct sunlight and therefore receive more daylight hours and higher temperatures. And because Earth's curvature and tilt, the further away from the equator, the less sunlight you get and temperature decreases.
This happens in Buenos Aires because it is located 34 to 36 degrees south from the equator, which means temperatures are lower and there's a big difference in daylight hours between summer and winter. They have an average of 4 to 5 hours of sunshine in winter and 8 to 9 hours in summer. In winter, the average temperature is 10.9 degrees Celsius, but can reach temperatures of about 3 degrees Celsius at night. Altitude affects climate too, because the higher it is from sea level, the cooler the temperature. This happens because as elevation increases, the air becomes less dense, and less dense air cannot hold as much heat, so temperature decreases. Buenos Aires has an elevation of 25 meters. Because of it, they have very hot and humid summers and mild winters. Because Buenos Aires is almost at sea level, temperatures in summers average about 25 degrees Celsius, but can reach 31 degrees Celsius during the day. Another factor is marine or inland position. When somewhere is near an ocean or large lake, the body of water plays an extremely important role in affecting the region's climate. Because Buenos Aires is crossed by many creeks, lagoons, and rivers, it has an average relative humidity of 70%. The city is also known for its moderate to heavy fogs and high humidity during autumn and winter. Another factor is proximity to landforms. Landforms can affect climate because they alter the wind and evaporation rate, which causes changes in temperature, humidity, and patterns of precipitation in a region. Buenos Aires' proximity to large bodies of water and some mountains maintain the average height precipitation. In the city, rainfall is expected at any time of the year, and hailstorms are not unusual. Global winds affect climate as well. Because the Earth receives uneven heat and direct sunlight, it creates hot, humid air that rises high into the atmosphere, and areas of low pressure form at the surface. Once the air stops rising, it spreads north and south towards the poles. When they blow back to the equator, they create large convection currents which influence temperature and precipitation patterns. Buenos Aires' climate is affected by these two. They have colder temperatures in winter due to cold spells that originate in Antarctica. Southerly winds keep temperatures below 10 degrees Celsius for a few days, and northerly winds may bring temperatures of above 20 degrees Celsius for a few days during winter.
We decided to graph the change in temperature due to latitude. You can observe how temperature decreases the further away from the equator. Buenos Aires is 34 degrees south from the equator, and therefore has an average temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, as proven by the graph. Our second graph compares the temperature and altitude of 6 different cities, in which you can observe that Buenos Aires has an altitude of 25 meters, and therefore has an average temperature of 13 degrees Celsius during winter.